Now, our most common NDT technique methods, that is the first is the visual inspections. So visual inspection, which is we can say that a essential parameter to this identify or indented this non-destructive test, that is we required in a an experienced civil or structural engineer that may be able to establish the possible causes of damage to a concrete structure, and he can identify which of the various NDT methods available could be most useful for any further investigation of the problem. We cannot simply select any person who is unskilled. If suppose let's say if we are taking example of the medical practitioners, if suppose a surgery has to be taken place and a surgeon have an experience only one surgery in a year, then it will be very difficult to detect by the surgeon what is the problem and what is the probability to detect actual problem. But if suppose a surgeon is having a much more experience and having the experience of a surgery, one he suppose he's carried out a surgery in a week or in a day, then he can take the surgery in a most effective manner. In same situations, NDT methods can be carried out only by the experienced person only. Now the next method, these methods we will discuss in the next video in detail, in very detail. Here we are only introducing only introduction of part of this methods. So microscopic, this method is also very useful. In this method we generally use the microscope, but that can be used only for the very small part of the structure, because if you are using a microscope in the field, then it can be used for a very small site or for very small part of the structure. And other limitations, if you want to use a large microscope, then it is not possible to carry out this test in the field. You have to take the specimen from field to lab, then we can evaluate our specimen in respect of the microscopic analysis. So by using this method, we can detect the cracks, surface cracks basically. Now next one is the rebound hammer test. Basically it was developed by the Smith, so that by that sometimes called as the Smith rebound hammer test, and that is basically used to evaluate the surface hardness of the concrete. Basically it gives only the surface hardness of concrete by using a we can say that the graph, correlated graph with the strength, that we can find out the indirect compressive strength of the concrete specimens. Next, that is the most important NDT techniques which is commonly used, that is the ultrasonic pulse velocity test. In this test, basically we measure the sound velocity of the concrete specimen, and hence by using correlation in between the velocity and the strength that we have already carried out on the concrete specimens, so we can find out the again indirect test. So generally in the field we can use the visual inspections and rebound test and the ultrasonic pulse velocity test. By using these three methods we can achieve any concluding remark that which type of what is the condition of our structure. Now other this NDT method is the rebar location or cover meter. In this test, or by using the rebar locating machine, we can find out the location of the reinforcement bar, spacing of the reinforcement bar, and the size of the reinforcement bars. So this is the very common test when we have to cut our core from our specimens. Without this test, we can't fix our location of the core cutting. So that is very important. And corrosion analysis test, basically this by using the half cell in the field, half cell electric this potential methods that is used to detect the corrosion. We generally find out the difference between the electric current, and by using this difference of the electric current, we can identify or detect the corrosion potential of the reinforcement bar in the our concrete. Now this resistivity meter test, again we measure the electric this current or electric resistivity by using the four probes that make a loop, and but it can be it can give only the small part of the structure. Results can be give the for the small part of the structure. Now next is the impact echo or pulse echo test, in which in this test we generally use a hammer, and we just fallen down from a short height, and we recorded the pulse or sound that produced during the impact of the hammer. So by using these methods, we can detect the internal voids or cracks, whether it is they are present or not. Now, ground penetrating radar test. This is very useful. We generally again this use for the detect the crack or reinforcement bar in the present of the this. Basically in this method, this ground penetrating radar or that is also called as the impulse radar testing, that is generally used to detect the position of reinforcement bar, or this post tensioning cables or duct are presented where, or cracks are where. So these are the common NDT methods generally used to find out, to evaluate the structures without destructive our specimen or structure. Now these are three basically partial destructive methods that is generally that are the concrete core test, in which we generally take a core from the our specimen or from the sample or from any part of the structure, and that is generally we after that we test that specimen in the on the compression testing machine, and actual compression testing compression strength, compressive strength, that results that test is give us to. And in the pull out, basically we inserted a bolt in the specimen, then by using the force we pull out that bolt, and how much force is required to pull out that bolt, that is give the pull out strength, and indirectly we can find out the compressive strength of the concrete by using this test. As well as this pull off test, we generally paste a, or we fix a steel plate on the concrete surface by using the epoxy bonding, and after this hardening of the bond this epoxy, we pull off the that plate, and how much force is required and how much that surface is destructive damage. So by using this again by indirect methods, we can correlate with our compressive strength. So these are the partial, and there are the some other methods to evaluate the condition of the our structure, that is the carbonation test. We will discuss in the detail in the later on. So carbonation test, as well as the how much carbonation, basically the free CO2 available in the environment is react with the our cement calcium carbonate, and that basically lowering the our pH value of the concrete, that is generally more than above the 12, and it is responsible, this free carbon dioxide is responsible to lowering the pH value from 12 that may be at the 11. So due to that, there will be the chances the chances increase of the this corrosion. And that chloride determination and sulfate, again these are the responsible for the corrosion of the reinforcement bars. And again, determination of pH, we can also determine the pH value of the this concrete surface by using any strip method or any method. So that also gives us the this alkalinity of the concrete surface. So thank you everybody. So in the next video we will discuss that in detail the various methods of the this NDT techniques, that is the visual inspections, how we can carry out the visual inspections, how we can use the rebound hammer in the field, or how we can use the this ultrasonic pulse velocity and other methods, carbonation, like that. So thank you everybody.